Hi all. Actually, I attended a face-to-face interview in Cognizant in CTS. So there, for the Java Selenium, they asked me an interesting question. Also, it is a bit difficult. So it's of a coding round. Actually, the first round is a coding round. So the question is, they asked me. So weekdays will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So among these weekdays, what days have only unique chars? What days have duplicate chars? So the output should be Monday. Monday is having unique chars. And Tuesday also having unique chars. Wednesday having duplicate chars. Thursday having unique char. Something like this. Okay, like this we need to output. So what I'm doing is, first let me save all these days in a array list, and array list is of string format. Array list weekdays is equal to move cursor, move array list. So I need to pass all the values, right? Array start as list. I'm passing all these values. Okay. The thing is, I need to put double quotes, because then only it will be considered as strings. So for strings it will be double quotes, and for character data type it will be single quotes. Okay. Okay, so I will just semicolon. Okay. Fine. So now let me find the length of this array list. For array list it will be size. Okay. So now let me use a for loop. Let me take one by one but words, okay, or the strings. So far int I is equal to 0, I less than int operands, then plus plus string space word is equal to underscore get I. Okay. Next is intersection underscore word is equal to word dot length. Okay. Now I am trying to find the count of each characters inside this particular word or string. So for int so here it should be length of the word. Okay. Why? Because we are trying to find the repeating characters in the word. So length of word. till length of code it to be iterated. Okay. Char space letter 1 is equal to word dot char text. And let me put a counter. You will understand why I am putting it later. So again one more for loop. We need to take the value 1. Okay. See, the most of the problems can be solved by using if logic, for logic, array list, hash map, that's all. And set in some places, a hash set. So now I'm going to take the letter 2. But why? Okay. Now if letter 1 equal to letter 2, then the counter need to be incremented. Okay. So now the counter has to be incremented. And I need a hash map. So in this hash map only I am going to say which character is repeated for how many number of times. Okay. Char count. So this one I am planning to say here hash map dot put letter 1 comma count. Okay. And for only for one word, once it is completed, then it need to be clear. Okay. Let me run and show you, then you get a better idea of what I am trying to tell. It is taking some time. Actually, this issue is like because in the same framework, no, I'm having both Selenium, rest assured, everything. So that's the reason. See, what is happening is, you see, this is Monday. Okay, this has been taken. This is Tuesday. In Monday, everything is one. Then it is Tuesday. That also everything is one. Okay, and then it is Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday, then Saturday. See here, you see in Friday, here it should be coming as Friday. There is no F itself, so it's something wrong. Okay, see why this kind of overlap is happening. Okay, why this overlap is happening is like for the one particular word Monday, if we do this logic and we find out each character is repeated for how many number of times, once it has been finded out, then this particular hash map need to be cleared. Okay. Then only it will work proper. Okay. Now let us try to run this again. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think again same issue. Friday have not done it, right? think it might be because of see only this one will properly do the indexing position. That might be the reason. Let's see. Only 6 days has been considered. But we have 7, right? Okay, let us try to debug with our eyes. But we need to sort this array for this issue. So now let's sort it. Now let's see. Let us see. So the total length of our main array list is coming as what value? Based on that, we find the solution of this issue. See, it is coming as 6 only. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, I missed Friday. Okay, this is my problem. For see, this is a bit complex, so for easy purpose, I'm giving some other way. Okay. A is 1, B is 1, D is 1, E is 2, F is 1, C1, D1, D1, where this D comes? AB is done, DF done, CD done. Okay, next is G, right? G, F, D. So D1, F equal to 2, and D is equal to 1. Okay. R equal to 2 equal to 1. Y equal to 2, U equal to 1, U1, Y1. Okay, this is working correctly. Okay, so half of the solution we find here. So we find out each word is repeating how many times. Okay. Now we need to find out what are the unique elements and what are duplicates. Array list is string data type. Array list unique equal to new array list. Okay, since I had given this name as unique, see, I will always give with a meaningful naming convention. Okay, so that it will be easy. And another one array list for duplicate. Okay. Now what we need to do is let's take a for loop map key set. Our key set data type is character. Another is integer. Let's put like entry. You can put any value here, whether entry or x or test, whatever. Now we need to take our hash map dot intersect. So this for loop will iterate inside the key and value pair which is present in the hash. I will show that how it works. So character space letter is equal to and dot get key. Okay. Int space repeat underscore count is equal to entry dot get value. See, a is key but 1 is value. Okay. Simple. Now what we need to do is, first of all, let's set boolean space unique is equal to false. You will come to know why I am declaring like this. So here repeat count greater than 1. If repeat count is greater than 1, then unique should be false, right? False. Else unique is equal to true. Okay. Now let's come out of this for loop. If unique equal to true, okay, this one to be declared above the for loop, we are getting compile time error. Okay. If unique equal to true, array list of add word. Okay. Is array list of duplicate dot add word. Okay. Let us come out of this loop and print the array list of unique is equal to plus. See, all this operation will be happening inside this for loop. Okay. So once the loop operation is completed, then only we will have a whole array list. So we need to print it after the braces. Okay. We need to add it before the for loop. Let us add it in this line. Not issue. We will put it in a global level. Oh, okay. Just Okay, now let us try. Array list of unique will be AB is unique. DEFE. How come DEFE will be unique? Huh? No, right? E is repeated for 2 times, so it should be comes under duplicate. Something had happened wrong. Now what we will do is we will put debug pointers and let's debug it. Okay. Next is E is getting taken, okay? And E value is 2. Now 2 is greater than 1, so it will be unique false. Okay. Next will be F is also 1. This will be unique. Okay, here is a mistake. We should not have the else statement. Let's break it here. Okay. If it is greater than 1, unique is equal to false, break. That's all. Okay. Let us make it as duplicate. False. If repeat is greater than 1, duplicate is equal to false. Now let's try this. Okay, if repeat count is greater than 1, then duplicate will be equal to true. And if duplicate is equal to false, it will be unique. If it is true, which means else, if it is equal to true, then it will be duplicate. Okay, got it. There's some issue with our boolean statements. Let's see. Okay, we got something. Let's see. A, B, it is unique. Okay. Then C, D, it is unique. Okay. U, I, O, it is unique. Fine. D, E, F, yeah, it have duplicates because E equal to 2. We got it. G, F, D, F, where it is that? Yeah. F is 2 duplicate. R, R, E, 2 R, we have duplicate. U, I, we have duplicate. We got right. Simple, simple, simple. Okay, so Now you can put Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Thursday. Saturday, Sunday, because this is what the problem statement did. Now let us run that. I think we got some solution. Yeah, this will be also correct only, because for shorter logic if it is correct, and then for longer logic also it will be correct. Simple. Nothing complicated. See, it is slightly a bigger expectation or a bigger code, which is asked by the interviewer. No, for all the 100 members who attended, they had given the same video. So this is what the expectation from the CTS or Cognizant on that day. Okay, so yeah, what's it? Yeah, sorry for the delay. Connected with charger. See, what I suggest is like try to understand it line by line, and then you will understand it. Okay, anyway, I will give you an overview. First, I declared a array list in that I added all the weekdays: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, everything. Okay, and then I find the length of this array list. Then I printed that. For my debugging convenience, I created a hash map. So this hash map is to find. So in this particular word, M is repeated how many times, O is repeated how many times, N is repeated how many times, like that. For that purpose, I created this hash map. I created two array lists. So one array list to share what are the words which are unique, and another array list to add what are the words which have duplicate characters. Then I'm using a for loop, and I'm getting the first word Monday, and I'm finding the length of it, and then I am putting this particular word into array and I'm sorting it. So then what I'm doing is I'm taking the first letter, then I'm taking the second letter, I'm comparing it, and I am incrementing the counter. Okay, this one is this, just remember it as a formula. Okay, why I'm telling you to remember it as a formula is, see, it is something like this is only, it is properly incrementing the index, this statement. Okay, see, if you want to understand it, I can debug and show. Anyway, you can also debug by yourself, and you can try. For queries you can ping me in the comments zone. Okay, so it is kind of a formula, and then the hash map, everything will be getting added. We are printing it. Finally, first I'm keeping this duplicate as false. So then I'm using a for loop. I'm taking the key and value. If it is greater than 1, then duplicate. Greater than 1 is simple, right? There is some duplicates. So duplicate equal to 2. Then using this if logic, I'm adding it in the correct array list and I'm printing it. Finally, we got this in our console. Simple. But I know the way I have explained might be easier, but you writing this code on your own during the time of interview is difficult. So for this you need continuous practice. You need at least daily, you need to write one Java code, try by yourself, mainly in strings. In strings is the needed expectation for QA automation engineers in the interview. So that's all. You can give it a try. Yeah, bye all.